What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another weather forecast. So I know I was going to have two videos out for 6 at 1, what I just did, and then one for 6 o'clock, but I'm actually going to just delete my last video because we have new updates, and I said I was going to do two videos. So I'm just going to delete that last video that you just saw get deleted right now and replace it with this one with new updates here. But yeah, we're going to be doing another update on Winter Storm Dane here as it brings snow as far all the way from Detroit down into Huntsville, Alabama as we speak here. A lot of that rain that we were talking about last night is converting into snow showers and very heavy snow, with obviously some very strong winds here. So could very well see some whiteout conditions throughout millions of people here, including Ohio and especially Pennsylvania here. We're going to be looking at the new latest forecast for snowfall totals, looking at the latest new updates on the temperature outlook, winds, and obviously the radar as well. And can't forget about the National Weather Service with more winter storm warnings that are being issued here. But before we get in the video, please subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and the notification icon. And also, if you have any questions about your local area and snowfall, be sure to drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. But without further ado, let's get in the video. So here's a look now at the latest new National Weather Service update here, and we're continuing to see more and more weather alerts becoming more widespread. Now we have winter weather advisories now going all the way now into Georgia. We are going to be seeing some slight accumulation there, up to 3 to 4 inches in the far higher elevation to Georgia, so that will lead to a winter weather advisory. We continue to have the winter storm warnings there in the Great Smoky Mountains there near Boone, North Carolina, going up the crest of the Appalachians there in the Great Smoky National Park. And then another area where we have winter storm warning is obviously off Lake Erie, where we can we can see over 1 to possibly even 2 feet of snow in just a matter of 48 hours. That's going to be including Columbus, Ohio, Erie, and Youngstown, New York. And then we're also seeing as well some winter storm warnings in the higher elevations in another area in the Appalachians where it follows the crest of West Virginia and Maryland. There we can have winter storm warnings because of the big amounts of snowfall, probably over a foot of snow for some areas. And then for the rest, in the purplish colors, we do have winter weather advisories. I do expect probably the winter weather alerts or advisories near Columbus to convert into winter storm warnings, and I do expect areas more into northeastern Ohio to continue to become more widespread with winter storm warnings here. So I do expect more winter storm warnings to be issued in these areas where we have winter weather advisories. That was really what we expect there. But in the winter weather advisories, as of now, we have Cincinnati, Charleston, Columbus, Toledo, and Detroit. But without further ado, let's take a look at the radar. This is basically a look at what we're seeing right now. This is really the past hour here. We're continuing to see that snow become very widespread there in areas such as Nashville, as well near Louisville. And then we continue next few hours. This snow become even more widespread in areas into Tennessee. Going to start getting to Georgia quite soon here. We actually are seeing some snow showers already going as far down as northwestern Georgia. We're seeing very heavy snow now in the next few hours here, getting into the evening hours at dusk. That snow will continue to increase for areas such as Columbus, Ohio, such as areas near Fort Wayne and eastern Indiana. Can continue to see those snow showers. It'll be kind of going down a little bit, kind of calming down in pace, but we will still see some decent accumulation all the way up to 6 to 8 hours from now in Indiana. Continue to see that snow there for areas like Cincinnati and Lexington, and then soon that rain in Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania, London, and such as well Toronto. You guys are going to be seeing rain all the way up to the evening hours, and by the time we actually get overnight, actually at dark, then we'll see that rain convert into snow there. It'll be starting off pretty light, and then it'll get heavy quite quickly. Continue to see that snow there for much of northern and eastern Kentucky. There we got that snow there in the Great Smoky Mountains. Gatlinburg is a big area that's going to get hit by this, and then we have snow showers across areas like Metro Atlanta, near Huntsville as well. And there you do see it. By tomorrow morning, continuing to see the snow moving east. We're now going to get a big snow event now for Pittsburgh. Now could be quite heavy snow. Going to be seeing that snow as well for Charleston, West Virginia when you wake up tomorrow morning there. And then by Tuesday night or tomorrow night, we're going to continue to see that snow wrapping around areas like the Great Lakes. Going to continue to bring some light snow showers for Detroit. Continue to bring it on and off showers as well for areas in southern Ontario like like Toronto and London, and continue to see that snow wrapping around areas like Cleveland. Some snow showers continue for Columbus, Youngstown to get that snow still. Pittsburgh, of course, some snow showers for State College, maybe some flurries all the way up near the Poconos in northeastern Pennsylvania. And then even by Thursday or Thursday morning, going to continue to see up to the point where we can get some nice lake effect snow there. And there you see possibly maybe some slight flurries there near Albany, maybe even western Massachusetts here. So there could be not just snow here, but some small flurries up there in the northeast as well. This is what we're seeing as well right now. Like I said, it's gonna go all the way down to Alabama and Georgia right now, coming all the way from near Flint, Michigan, to areas like Huntsville. It's crazy the size of the storm here. But this is kind of the rain snow mix here. That's kind of right where Columbus is there, getting towards as well. Cincinnati, you guys are kind of around the wintry mix there, right about to get over with that rain here. We kind of had it on and off snow showers in these areas, but it's going to really start accumulating in the next few hours here once that rain is way to the east there. And like this is what I'm talking about, going to be really heavy snow quite soon here, right before dusk, like areas like Cleveland, of course, like I said, going to start clearing out there in Cleveland until that snow comes in there. So that rain it's not going to be like the rain, then a few minutes in snow. It's going to be like rain, snow mix, and then the snow starts to take over there as that rain moves eastward, and as that snow takes over the rain because of very cold temperatures with that cold front, of course. Heavy snow continue for Cincinnati, continuing for Dane, going all the way to as well just east of Nashville, northern Georgia as well. Continue to see that snow later tomorrow morning. That snow's going to get even heavier. It's going to be kind of stationary for a while there. And that's exactly why we're going to get over a foot of snow for areas like Cleveland and Erie, Pennsylvania. Going to be seeing around maybe half a foot of snow because of it maybe slowing down a little bit and continue to grow its snow width. So that's going to continue to help bring more snow there for Pennsylvania, such as, of course, Pittsburgh, and then even all the way down to Charleston, West Virginia. And by Wednesday, still seeing some remnant lake effect snow, and still going to be some snow showers all the way down into West Virginia. Snow showers as far east as well as Ithaca, New York. And then, of course, we can get maybe some snow showers for Albany, but the most amount of snow for upstate New York will be in the Adirondacks and the higher elevations. Here, looking at the snowfall totals here. So you do see, well, actually, one thing I want to do, I want to go towards, Ohio, the actual state here, zoomed in so you guys can get a better idea the time frame here. So this is kind of what we're seeing right now. Kind of getting that rain snow mix there. That's kind of what we're seeing there. So Columbus is right on the mix. That's kind of like a rain snow mix, kind of some snow showers. So you're probably wondering why it's not accumulating right now. That's because it's all just slush there. But as we now move in, that snow is going to really take over here in the next around 6 hours, and it's going to accumulate quite easily because temperatures are going down quite fast there in areas such as Columbus as that cold front really kicks in, and that's going to help keep that snow accumulating as well. That slush I was just talking about there, that's going to help cool the surfaces like roads and pavement. It's going to help cool it off quite fast and rapidly. But let's check a look now at the NAM 3-kilometer snowfall totals here. As you do see, this hasn't changed yet, but we are expecting a widespread amount of snow all the way from areas like London, Ontario, all the way down to areas near Huntsville, Alabama. Let's go and take a look now region-wise. Let's go take a look first at the southeast, because usually I always miss this. I always skip the southeast on accident. So if I go first, I won't skip it on accident. So this is what we're looking at here. Snow totals are surely increasing for areas like Georgia and Alabama, like far northeastern Alabama where the Appalachians start. Looking at a good 1 to 3 inches there. It was like a trace a few days ago. Now looking at probably maybe up to 8 inches of snow there in the far higher elevations of Georgia, but that would probably be a little too much. So I'm going to go maybe 5 inches there for the far areas like near Brasstown, Bald, near Blairsville, and then going to be some scattered areas like near Helen, Georgia, near as well Clayton, looking at probably 1 to 3 inches. But this is where the big time snow is, right here on the crest of the Appalachians in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, including Boone, North Carolina, and Asheville, Tennessee. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Did I say Asheville, Tennessee? I meant to say Gatlinburg, not Asheville or Nashville. That's what I get for talking too fast. But right in the crest near Gatlinburg there, we are expecting probably over a foot of snow, which is exactly why we have windstorm warnings in the first place for the southeast there. Looking at a good maybe 2 to 4 inches there in far east central Tennessee. That's a good amount of accumulation there. They're showing around a good 4 inches for Cincinnati, looking at a good 3 to 4 inches for Lexington. But let's now move more to the north here, because obviously we kind of want to talk about the Ohio River Valley. And that's exactly why I want to talk about this area, because look at the snowball totals we are looking at. 17, probably 19 inches of snow for Cleveland there. That's absolutely crazy. Toledo looking at a good 3 to 6 inches there. Look at that. Columbus still looking, based on the NAM 3 kilometer, which showed, yesterday the NAM showed 1 to 3 inches for Columbus. And now they show over 8 inches of snowfall. So very interesting there. But I do expect Columbus to get a good 5 to 7 inches of snowfall. I do think that the NAM's going a little too much there. Like I said, they're not really good with snowfall totals. They're more of a severe weather model. But yeah, also looking at a good 6 to 7 inches near Pittsburgh. That's actually a good amount of snow. And the far higher elevations there in West Virginia, looking at a good foot of snow. Let's now look at the European model as well. As you do see, we are looking at a bullseye right here for areas like Cleveland and Erie, Pennsylvania, even Jamestown, New York. So let's go and start off with Cleveland here. Let's actually move towards Cleveland. Let's go straight for Cleveland here. Ohio. There we go. Ohio. Let's take a look at the general Cleveland area. So you do see, looking at a good 20 inches near Cleveland based on the European model. That's a lot of snow there. That's like 8 more than they're actually predicting there. But also looking at 3 inches near Cincinnati. But let's just look more up to Pennsylvania. So look at Pittsburgh, looking at a good 6 to 8 inches max. 8 is the max there, but the best bet's probably 5 to 6. But there could be scattered areas, because again, Pittsburgh's near the Appalachians. There could be scattered areas around the Pittsburgh metro area that could get an isolated 7 to 8 inches of snow. I mean, look at West Virginia getting over a foot of snow, especially the far western Maryland area. It's kind of funny how you can live right here, get less than an inch, and then move 30 miles west, and you get over a foot of snow. That's mountains. That's what mountains do. Right here in the little stick there, West Virginia, looking at a good 8 inches there, 10 inches possibly as well. Erie 15, Jamestown up to a foot there. It's some crazy snowfall total. Let me just tell you that. The winds here as well in the next 5 hours, when that snow starts to really pick up there for areas like Ohio and also Kentucky. That's when the winds start to increase as well. Looking at a good 40 miles an hour there. 40 miles an hour with heavy snow, that's not worth winter weather advisory. I think it's really worth at least a windstorm watch here, and I do expect windstorm watches to be issued there. 45 miles an hour near the Detroit area, and it's going to continue now up to around 50 miles an hour off Lake Erie there. I mean, that's some really strong winds if you ask me. And then by Tuesday night and Wednesdays, when the snow's really picking up, like areas like Cleveland and Erie and Jamestown, that's also when the winds start to pick up. They're looking at 41 miles an hour there, probably even 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts there. Last but not least, checking out, look at the wind shields here. Wind shields in tomorrow morning, absolutely crazy. Actually, the wind chills will be colder in the southeast than they will be in the Great Lakes. Look at that, 12 degrees there near Asheville. Looking at scattered areas of 5 to 6 degrees wind chills across the crest of the Appalachians, like the Great Smoky Mountain Park, all the way up to West Virginia. Looking at 17 degrees there for Indianapolis, 14 for Detroit, so definitely worth accumulations. 18 there for Columbus, so it'll definitely really accumulate quite fast there. 23 for Nashville, 19 for Pittsburgh. And then it's not gonna be too cold on waking up tomorrow morning, but Wednesday morning, it's a whole different story. That's when the snow starts to get really heavy there for off areas Lake Erie, and that's exactly why. You know why? It's because look, 21, then 24 wind chill there, 14 for Columbus. Looking at negative digits for West Virginia. That's absolutely crazy, these temperatures. And then Thursday mornings, when really the just durable minimum, that's the durable minimum temperatures. For example, look at Columbus, 0 degrees on Thursday morning wind chill. So you guys can probably just get next to the negative digits there. 12 for Pittsburgh, 13 for northern West Virginia, all the way to lower teens up in the Adirondacks and New York. But hope you got to the video, and I'll see you guys this evening.